Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading. I'm a little bit late again today. It's an all singing, all dancing village at the moment. But here I am with the Lunar Soul Tarot. And let's just get the box for you to show you. Lunar Soul Tarot, it's my Woke Tarot deck. And I'm using the Lunar Soul Tarot today for two readings. Two very similar energies. We're looking at social media setbacks for the Sussexes. They have been on a high recently with the interview, the NBC interview, the Invictus Games, Netflix documentary, all the rest of it, visit to the Queen at Windsor Castle. But meanwhile, the universe has given them some things to think about. And the first is that the Obama have left Spotify. And of course the Harkles seem to have followed the Obama playbook, set up a charitable foundation, signed big book deals, got a deal with Netflix, deal with Spotify. They have signed up a PR person who worked on the second campaign, re-election campaign. They've just recently announced that signing, and then of course they also hired the bodyguard who previously worked for President Obama. And so all rather interesting. I'm going to use the Lunar Soul Tarot 5-card reading to see how the Sussexes feel about this news. Do they feel rebuffed by the Obamas in any way? Of course, there was the birthday party that they were not invited to. And Michelle Obama seems to have given Meghan the cold shoulder as well, just in my opinion, all allegedly. And then I'm going to look at the, in my opinion, rather curious fixation that Harry and Meghan seem to have with the Obamas and what that is all about. And then we'll see as the outcome how this is going to impact Meghan's podcast on Spotify. Is she going to quit? Is she going to give up? Is she going to use this as the excuse to leave? Of course, she's got the Joe Rogan's excuse already up her sleeve, so she doesn't really need this. But is this the incentive for her to cancel her podcast and announce that she is going to be leaving Spotify and going elsewhere? So underlying energy of this little 5-card reading is the 7 of discs. That is the 7 of pentacles, and that is a thinking card, a taking stock and wondering whether you have accumulated enough, how your investments are doing, what you put your energy into, how is it going. And so thinking about this situation, thinking about whether they have followed the right plan, whether they have invested in the right thing, putting the right effort into the right thing with their commitment to Spotify. Definitely having a look, having a think about it for sure. So the situation, the general situation, is the first card of the 5-card reading. Oh dear, it's the Emperor in reverse. That would be a president, the Emperor. That would absolutely be a leader, somebody who is in charge of a situation, who makes decisions, who is very organized, very capable, very dynamic, very influential. And it is in the reverse. That is the leaving energy, the going away. The big influencer is leaving Spotify. And this is a blow, clearly. A blow just from that card of the situation. I'm doing this reading from Harry and Meghan's point of view to see what impact this news is having on them directly, not on anyone else, not on the Obamas, nothing like that, not on Spotify, purely from Harry and Meghan's point of view. A loss of leadership, a loss of direction, a loss of influence, somebody big leaving the scene. Really leaving the scene. It's a massive card, the Emperor, Major Arcana, and a very interesting depiction of the Emperor as well. I would say very clearly President Obama in this depiction. And off he goes. Bye-bye. Goodbye Spotify. Goodbye Harkles. How do the Harkles actually feel about this news? Oh, 8 of Wands. This is a terrible blow. 8 of Wands is, of course, communication. Good, positive, healthy communication. When it's upright, it's PR, it's progress, it's breakthroughs. It's really getting your message across. And that is what Spotify is, of course. but it is in the reverse, and so that message has been blocked, it has been stopped, no progress, and bad news falling flat, and ability to influence also falling flat. They didn't expect this, I don't think. I think this has come out of the blue to them, because the Eight of Wands is a swift moving energy. It's in the reverse. It's swiftly moving but negative energy, and they don't like it. It is having a negative impact on them and their ability to get their message out and influence people. So very clear cards coming from the Lunar Soul Tarot in this reading. And in particular, do they feel rebuffed by the Obamas in any sense? Are they feeling that they have been left out in the cold, that they have been dumped ghosted even by the Obamas? How do they feel right now about their relationship with the Obamas? Oh yeah, the Chariot in reverse. We're getting some huge cards out here. Chariot is ambition, is political ambition, is progress, is pulling together for a common goal. Major Arcana, and it is in the reverse. That Chariot has stopped. The journey together has stopped very clearly. It has stopped, and the stopping of that engine, of that drive, of that progress has come from the Obamas. The Harkles are desperately keen, still seemingly, from the fact that they're hiring PR people, they are hiring bodyguards and all the rest of it, to maintain some kind of connection with the Obamas, in my opinion. And of course, this is always just in my opinion, and there is a disclaimer in the box below about this tarot reading for entertainment purposes. But yeah, stopped in their tracks, and road closed. You cannot progress any further down this path, and that is very interesting. It doesn't bode well for any political aspirations that Meghan Markle might have. People are speculating that she hired this particular PR person, and for the life of me I cannot remember her name, because of the Obama connection. But then other people are saying, well, she was only a 19-year-old student when she worked on that campaign, so it's hardly a big deal. It does seem to me, personally, my opinion, that they are gearing up for negative publicity coming from such things as Tina Brown's book and the Tom Bauer book that is yet to come. And Tom Bauer has been incredibly outspoken in the past week or so about his dislike of Meghan Markle and his contempt for the Harkles and the way they are behaving. So I think they are gearing up for a PR blitz to combat the negative publicity that is coming their way, despite the high that they are currently on. There are rumors too that they are meeting with crisis management people now that they are back in California, allegedly back in California, after possibly a detour in Amsterdam at Soho House. But we'll look at that some other time. We're focused now on the Obamas, Spotify, and what is this obsession that Harry and Meghan have with the Obamas? Can the cards just tell us something about it? And it is the Hanged One in this deck. It is the Hanged One, not the Hanged Man, as I said, a woke deck. And there the person is in reverse. And the Hanged One, the Hanged Man, is of course limbo, sacrifice, having to hang around and think about things and not really get anything done. It's a strange energy. It's a Neptunian energy. The Hanged Man, as it is normally called in the Rider-Waite Tarot, of this feeling of being sacrificed, of being held, almost captive and unable to do anything, unable to move, unable to manifest anything. And while you're hanging there in limbo, you have to have a think about things and gain some new perspective. The card is in the reverse, and that is coming out of that period of inaction, stopping being sacrificed. And I think it speaks to the fact that they feel that the Obamas have taken control of situations where possibly in the past they were representing a community that was victimized, that was powerless, that was disenfranchised. All of those words are coming to my mind, not words that I normally speak on this channel and in this context. But when the Hanged Man is in the reverse, it is becoming empowered, cutting yourself down, gaining your freedom, gaining your ability to act and manifest for yourself, speak on your own behalf. And so I think that they are impressed with that. And it is sitting, of course, under the Emperor card, which would be President Obama. And of course, he was the first person from that disenfranchised community in the United States to hold that top leadership role. And so I think that is what they are aspiring to. They want that energy for themselves. They want to be part of that spin, part of that gloss, identify themselves with that, with the disenfranchised now finding their strength, finding their voice, finding their ability to lead. And so it's understandable. It's nothing contemptible at all. But of course, that energy came from initiative and ability and talent and commitment and support from the political structure and all the rest of it. Voters voted him in. And their ability to follow in his footsteps and Michelle Obama's footsteps as well, because she has also led a very, very powerful life, very influential, very highly regarded, particularly her book that she wrote recently. They don't have the same gravitas, they don't have the same impact, and have been left behind. So tell us finally for this reading, short reading with the Lunar Soul Tarot, what impact this is going to have on Megan's podcast, her Archetypes podcast. Is she going to quit? Is she going to use this as a reason, or not a reason, a direct reason, but is this going to motivate her to also leave Spotify, give up and walk away from Spotify? And she's thinking about it, because Temperance also has a thinking energy. She's trying to find the right way, trying to figure out what to do. I don't think she's decided yet. Temperance, you can see, is a balancing act. One foot in the water, one foot on land. The angel, the wings, the rainbow, the cups pouring from one to the other, balancing, evening, redistributing things. It's a healing energy, it's a patience energy, and it gives me the idea that she's waiting. She's thinking about it. She's not sure which way to turn. Two waiting cards here. The Seven of Pentacles, which is literally a waiting card, a thinking, a taking stock card. She is having a big think about this. I'm sure that they are huddled in meetings discussing this. Is it worth her while staying with Spotify? She's made such a fuss about it. She's trying to trademark the name of her podcast. All of this, there's been lots of publicity about this, and now suddenly if she has to turn away from it, how's it going to look for her? The Obamas have done it, but they of course did produce podcasts before they just walked away. If Megan walks away, how's it going to look? She's thinking about it. She has not decided. It's a big deal for her. It's a very big deal. Another major arcana we have got in this 5-card reading. We have got 4 major arcana and the 8 of Wands in reverse. This is not a good moment for Harry and Meghan. They don't like it. It's blocking them. It's causing them upset. Their relationship with the Obamas definitely on the outs. It's ended. It's finished. And they have a problem on their hands of what to do next. That is the reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll get on with the next one.